Today I'm going to be working on my little Suzuki mini truck. I use it a lot for so many chores. And this is going to be a short video because I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do for many years. I use this little truck a lot of times as a spray rig. Right now I'm transitioning between chainsaw, cutting wood, but I have my spray tank in there already. And I also use it to, once every 5-6 years as a snowplow. And what I need to do is one of the drawbacks. These trucks are great, but one of the drawbacks is if you're more than a teenager, is the lack of room here from the fender, see if I can get that better, to the gas pedal. This is a size 12 insulated boot, and it doesn't fit that way. So you wind up having to twist your leg and to run the foot pedal, the throttle. And that gets very hurtful, tiring very quickly. And if you're trying to maintain a constant speed, either spraying or even just running down the road, that's a lot. So I'm going to put in a hand throttle. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to make it fully adjustable, make it with a lost motion linkage so that I can step on the foot throttle independently of the hand throttle, and then it'll go back and set at the same speed. So I will get started, and I'll show you the pieces I've used and then the end result. Okay, I'm going to show you the pieces real quick of my main control that's at the upper part. I was going to make this is a bracket to mount my pivoting control that I will have to put 2 more holes in there, one for a handle and another for a clevis to go down and run my throttle. I was going to make this bracket all out of aluminum, but the geometry got really weird, and so I decided to use a piece of red frame metal, from when I built this barn. I wanted a lip on it and to help stabilize it. This clevis will go on that. The screws will, of course, put it where they belong. I'm going to put this bolt through this clevis, and it will move back and forth. I have drilled and tapped this hole. Then I'll have a wave washer on it, and then a big nut that I will be able to, or knob, that I'll be able to turn even with big heavy gloves on, and that'll hold the tension. Okay, the top part is now mounted. I have put all the different pieces there. Eventually I will put my rod in here and put my rod down to my throttle. I fabricated a quick handle real quick. This is it works like that, brings it back and forth. This absolutely, that wave washer, if I can tighten it up where it will not move, or loosen it up and it just goes down. So that's good. You can also see it's a very tight fit here, but it's still got at least a 3/8 of an inch, ½ inch, more than that to my window, but 3/8 of an inch to my door. So that's turns out to be really good mounting. Again, we'll see. I wish I had more room because it's going to be tight with big gloves on, but it is certainly better. I can certainly set it, tighten it down, and have speed control. Okay, my linkage is done, and I'm getting ready to install it. I'm going to start down here. This will go on my pedal, down on the bar for my foot feed. This will screw on top of that clamp. From there, I'll have a small 1/4-inch bolt. I've got a clevis, and then that will go through this ball joint. And I do have a little bushing that will allow this to fully articulate. You'll see I have that at the top end as well. This is the lower part of the linkage. This is my connector. It's a piece of copper tubing that allows this to work independently, the foot feed to work independently of my hand throttle. Being that as we go on up here, there's some weight on it, I will attach this spring. That's a little plastic cable clamp spring, and here is a D-ring that came off of a old picture frame. That will be counterbalance all the rest of the weight up here. Here's my long rod for my hand throttle. I had to put a gusset on. It's not pretty, but it works. By the way, I've already lubricated my ball joints with that grease needle. Here's the upper one, and same thing. I threaded the rod here and threaded the rod down there for my ball joint. Same idea. Got a copper bushing there. Got a cap head screw there, and that allows full articulation. So it's ready to install. One last thing that I failed to mention is that this cable clamp can go on this rod, and that can adjust where my handle is up above. I may not need it because I think I cut my tubing just right, but we'll find out. Okay, I've got it done. The hand throttle is here. It pushes down. And as we look at it down below, we can see that all working. Tighten that up. I want it totally independent. Let's see, that's not moving. So I got it, and I hope this helps somebody. If you've never driven a tractor and used a hand throttle, you don't know how great it is. And this is going to help me not only maintain a constant speed when I'm spraying and just driving around, maybe even having a beer. This is going to make my life a lot easier, at least make my knee feel a lot better. And thank you for watching. Talk to you next time.